The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
He's to the 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love, a 23-yard run. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. McAllister. He finds his man, complete. It's Black. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister looking deep downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check 52. Check. Fresno.
21-0 our score after 1. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity of the ball game. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, McAllister. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check the hot read. Dragon
60. On the handoff, Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down. McAllister, he finds his man, complete. That's Black. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Mike, 51. What we got? What we got? What we got? 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Go.
From the gun, McAllister. He's going to look deep down the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around, or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
Eight yards to go on second down.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check Mike. Mike, 53. 97.
They'll run on first down. Poe. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Mike's 22. Mike's 22. And let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 22. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. McAllister. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
70 Lion. Don't let him breathe, defense. Check 37. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Street.
To throw on third down, McAllister. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pressure comes, but it doesn't prevent him from getting off a good one here. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So a big break. The roughing the kicker called on fourth down leads to 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. No street.
Back to throw. McAllister. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 15. Mike 15. Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Here we go. Buffalo 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Off play action. McAllister. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll start from their own 5, so you'd have to imagine they'll stay conservative. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it is 42-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. final shot before break. McAllister, he's going to rifle one deep left side. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
First down, Love to pass. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown. A great play there. 75 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Like 22, he's counting 22.
They're going to try and throw. He finds his man complete. That's Black. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. On the defensive side of the ball, that's the definition of frustrated. You get them to 4th down, and then you allow a chunk play like that in the passing game.
Almost felt as if that play was drawn up in the dirt on the sideline. They pulled that from a game plan that wasn't this game, and they still made it work.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
51's the mic. Coming to you, coming to you. Watch twist, watch twist.
Off the play fake. McAllister. Buying time to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Another shot to at least get on the board here. This is 3rd and goal. Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Lutz with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you could hear the great coach saying it back then.
This is caught inside the 15. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Packers continue to roll. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Watch 15. Watch 15. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Line 15. Not today, you are. Not today. Hurry, hurry.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Black. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15. All day. All day. Shoot. Mikey, 18. We're going to go Mike 15, guys. Mike 15, all right? Don't get nervous. 18 running. 18 running. Check. I got 15. You better be. Pace. Let's go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Black. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's 15. Focus, defense, focus. 7-5.
Looking to throw on second down. McAllister.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, McAllister.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll keep it on the ground. Poe. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going for it all. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 27 yards.
And the Packers are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McAllister. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stokes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. On 1st and 10, McAllister, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win.
And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
to throw. McAllister. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, let's go. Let's call the crowd. Rabbit. Hey, Mike 51. You're Mario 70. 51's the mic, boys. 51. Hey, keep it up.
On third down, McAllister. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
51's the mic. 3 Wings. Fight 51. Mike 51. On the 51's the mic.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on fourth down. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Here's Love. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
McCann for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
So we got man. Switch. Check, Bobcat. Rig alert. Mike 51.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 28. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Love looking to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. To throw on second down. McAllister. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The 16's coming. Check Mike. Crunch time, defense.
Off the play fake, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Beal. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Well, this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Switch it, Cam, switch it. Right here, guys. Fight.
Looking to throw. McAllister throwing the out route incomplete. It's Black. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. That's Black. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game